morning, internet. Big Dan 1190 here again. For those of you who saw my last video, I have fixed my rattling side panel. No more tape, some of my pet peeves on the road. Number one pet peeve, here we go, here's a good one. People who don't use the handbrake at junctions, at red lights and what have you, and just leave the brake on, because it's blinding. Right, and it's so easy to just put your handbrake on. But even worse than that is the people that come up to the front of a junction and they just don't come out of gear. They just stay in first or whatever and just keep rolling forward and rolling back and rolling forward and rolling back and rolling forward, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, just put your handbrake on. And they're also the kind of people that get a bit impatient for the green light and start just pushing forward over the line, and they don't actually get anywhere. And you see, and they don't even stop. I was watching a guy the other day. Obviously, I didn't have it on video because it was before I actually received this. But I'd stopped at the lights, and yeah, I think he got a little bit protective of his front line spot and started to roll past me. There's a massive gap between his back wheel and the white line. And then what's funniest about these people is the lights go green and they're not quite ready to set off. As soon as the light hits green, I'm off. And these people, you know, I zoom past them, and it's comical to me, but it does infuriate me when people do that. What else is fucking irritating on the roads? Obviously there's the usual, you know, oh, someone's texting, someone's on the phone, someone's doing this. Oh, another big peeve. I've just remembered my worst fucking pet peeve of people on the roads. People whose headlights aren't correctly adjusted, or who just drive around with the main beam or fog lights on just to blind everyone. You find a lot of chavs tend to drive their vehicles without with just the fog lights on, without the main lamps on, which is very, very irritating because there's no fucking fog. And I genuinely think these people do it because they think it looks cooler. I really do. And it really doesn't. So if any of you chavs are watching this, your cars look shit, mate. It doesn't make it look any better. You just look like a tool who doesn't know how to control his vehicle. That's another big pet peeve. To anyone who has subscribed, I very, very much appreciate it. I had like 5 subscribers after my first video. And everyone's like, 5. Loser! But actually, that's pretty good for my first video. So hopefully I'll get a few more soon. But yes, if you do enjoy my videos, please do like and subscribe. I massively appreciate it. Gives me small amounts of chufties. Just thought something else I need to do for my vlog videos. I need to create an intro video. Don't really have any ideas. Anyone with any ideas? Post. I'd appreciate it. Wonder if other bikers do that. If you see someone pulling out, do you still move over to the right hand side of the road like this? Just to be sure. Something I pretty much always do, because you never know what's going to happen. I think giving yourself a lot of space is always a good thing. But I don't know if that's the done taught thing. I actually really want to do the advanced rider training. I'm thinking of doing the IAM test. Just because I've heard of them more than the other one. Is it ROSPA, is it? ROSPA? Not too sure. The Institute of Advanced Motorcyclists. We're like the cavalry of the motorcycle world. And we're therefore much better than you. Less likely to be killed and mangled by a transit van. And the advanced training isn't going to stop some bell end from ploughing into you from behind. I hope I can get past these trucks before they set off. I don't want to be fucking stuck behind these forever. Oh, I think I'm in luck. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid. It's funny talking about that because when I first got into biking, I hadn't really. I was first driving actually, and I had my car for about a month. And I was initially, obviously, I'd got the car and everything, and I was talking to my mate Edgy, and I'd never actually considered a motorbike. I just hadn't even thought of one as an alternative to a car. I don't know about many other people, but because I never really had much of a biking influence in my life and in my childhood, never really thought of it. I just hadn't even considered it as an option. And I was speaking to my mate Edgy, and I said, well, when are you going to start driving? And he says, I'm not, probably going to get a motorbike. And his uncle's a biker, he's a bike courier, so he's always had a bit of a biker influence in his life. So I suppose that's quite good. And then it got me thinking of like my previous experience of motorbikes. I know my mum had a boyfriend once who had a bike, and he took me out on it, and I remember absolutely loving it, but I can't remember much of it. I really can't. I can't remember what bike he had or how old I was. I was quite young, I'd say maybe 10. I just remember loving it. I only remember this one corner when I was leaning round to one side of this guy my mum was dating. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I just remember loving it, but then kind of forgot about bikes until my mate Edgy pointed out to me. So that got me thinking of my own biking experience, and I remember my uncle had this beautiful red Ducati. I think it was a 916. So obviously he had good taste. Fucking hell. So yeah. Sitting behind him. Apparently I've just come onto my new topic of this video, which would be previous bike experience. Yeah, I'm not going to go for that gap, not with that truck there. Fucking hell. Oh, the bloody traffic centre. I bet you this guy's going to try and cut in front of me here as well. The bus is going to do the same. But do I go past the bus? Do I risk it? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, kind sir. Must have heard me coming. Right, so you're, again, starting to drift over lanes before you indicate. Thank you, that was lovely. It's fucking brilliant to be a biker, frankly. Yeah, you think being in a fast car is awesome. Try riding a fast bike. It's fucking amazing. I think this is probably the most powerful bike I've ever rode, actually, thinking about it. Oh, maybe that, I don't know. I've rode an MV Augusta Brutale. I think it was a 1078? 1078, I think it was. And that thing was just mental, because the throttle didn't flick back. I think he'd set it up so that it was stiff on his bar end. Oof, that sounded dirty. Innuendo. We set it up so it was stiff, I think, so that you could have it as like a throttle, you know, like a cruise control thing. Very powerful bike, very powerful. Right, you're not going right, are you? You're going straight on. Tell me, yes you are. Good person. Nope, just caused fucking hell, this road is shit. I don't know if that's going to show up on the video, but fuck me. If my bike didn't have loose fairing panels before, it fucking does now. Right, I'm going to go and see my uncle now, see if he's in. Well, my uncle wasn't in. So apparently I'm a lone ranger for today. And none of my other bikers are free to come out and play. Those bikers are pack animals, we need friends. It's a beautiful day for biking, it would be a shame not to enjoy it.